Hi, this is Grandpa Dale, and this is my very special friend Annabelle. I may have mentioned before she's not really my granddaughter, but I am Grandpa Dale to her just the same. And one of the things that grandpas know is that little babies and little children love to be read to. And so one of the reasons I started writing children's books was because I love to read to children. And so I'm going to read this little book to Annabelle. It's called Over is Not Up. Now, something that's amazing about children is that if Amy, Annabelle's mother, read this book to her when Annabelle was in utero, in the womb, she laid down neural tracks. Oh, isn't that beautiful red hair? Yeah, she laid down neural tracks of recognition of this book being read. Now, this is something that is just absolutely astonishing, but it can be proven by putting monitors on a little baby and check the heartbeat, check the blood pressure, that a baby can be in a quiet room and they hear a voice. And when they hear the voice, the energy level raises a little bit and the brain begins to function and focus a little more. And the heartbeat will pick up a little bit. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And that's not all. If the baby hears the mother's voice, it especially responds because mama's voices are the most familiar voices in all the world. Now, what has been surprising is that if mothers read aloud to the baby in the womb, the babies will learn that pattern of her reading style. And then when they come out into our world, when mama starts to read, the baby's heartbeat will pick up a little more than it does when they just hear her talking, and they will respond to the reading. And then if mama read the same thing over and over, like the 23rd Psalm, the Shepherd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. If the mother read that over and over, or if she read, I don't like green eggs and ham, Sam I am, then the little baby out in our world, after having heard that in the womb, will respond to that more when she hears the mother read it. What's all this say? Well, all this says that this little brain is much, much more active than we had assumed. And this little brain is ready to be influenced and to be impacted. Now, I'm going to read this little book to her, and if her mama read it to her in the womb, she will already know. Now, I don't mean she'll know the words, don't mean she'll know the story, but she will have a recognition internally. And so what I'm really saying is if your family has a mother-to-be carrying a baby, she should be reading to that baby. And then when they come out into the world, you should read the same books and other books and stimulate that wonderful little mind. This book was inspired by my wife. Mary Jo sleeps a little longer than I do, and I'll call her and say, get up, Mary Jo, and she'll turn over and think she got up. And that inspired me to write a book about a little girl that doesn't get up when Daddy calls her. And it's called Over is Not Up. Daddy called, get up, Bitsy. Bitsy didn't get up. Bitsy turned over. Over is not up. Under the cover's not up. Cuddling Dolly is not up. Back to sleep is not up. The sun is up. See the sun? Yeah, the sun is up. The flowers are up. The birds are up. Goldie is up. Look at that little goldfish. Woofer is up. Muffy is up. Bitsy is not up. Daddy called in a bigger voice. Get up, Bitsy. Bitsy turned over, but over is not up. Then Bitsy sat up. Bitsy yawned. Bitsy stretched. Bitsy slipped out of bed. Bitsy ran to Daddy. Bitsy is up. The end. Now, did you like that story? I said, well, it was all right. It was all right because I'd heard that story before. I've heard that story when Mama read it, and I heard it when it was read to my big brothers, and I heard it when I was inside that very special place where I used to live. Reading aloud to children is one of the best things you can possibly do. Read aloud to them. Read aloud to them regularly. Before long, they'll have favorite books that they'll want you to read to them again and again and again. Do that. And you'll be helping those little minds to grow, and you'll be helping the child learn to listen. You'll help the child learn to concentrate, and you'll be connecting with the child. Be sure and watch for the free 5-lesson course on the amazing benefits for a family that reads together. And it is free, and it'll be available to you. Visit grandpadale.com and order that course when it's available to you. This is Grandpa Dale, hoping you have a great day and hoping that you read aloud to the little ones. Because if you want to build a better tomorrow, love a child today. And there are few ways you can love a child more than when you read to them. Aren't you good? Aren't you precious?